Hey everybody. Like I said, you're gonna see the ups and downs of everything, and here I am. It's about 1 o'clock, 12:45 in the morning. Can't sleep, wide awake. Um, Body feels tired, mind not so much. Of course, the back pain is just icing on the cake. Um, we could discuss some things. Certainly today is um, election day. Very important. Very important. Probably one of the most divisive elections that we've had. Um, I mean, there is no middle ground with these two. We may not, or at least you may not feel that we have the best of options, but it's still important to get out and make your voice known. It does. Um, it starts from the bottom. It starts with us as people, and instead of allowing this to be one of the many issues that divide and conquer us. We need to take this opportunity to come together and try to do what's best for our country. And I know it is tough. Um, I'm not going to sit here and tell you who I'm voting for. That's not the purpose. Um, the purpose is there's enough going on um, that's dividing this world in general. One of the main things that get me through is my spirituality. Um, I don't know what religion you are, um, and I'm not going to judge. Just like I'm not going to judge what ethnicity you are, what sexual orientation you take. I'm not going to judge. That's not our place. Um, that's not our place. We all have our differences. If you want to voice your opinion, then I feel like it's only respectful that you hear the opinions of others. That's the only way we get through this, is to work together. And there are a lot of things that are going on, um, and a lot of people that are trying to divide that and take that away from us, which is unfortunate. You know, having a child makes it even more difficult because you sit and look around and see what kind of world you're trying to raise your child in, and it's disheartening that the road that it's going down. And you know, we can elect whoever, um, but it all starts with us, regardless. It starts with us, and it is unfortunate. I have a lot of friends, different ethnicities, um, that I would stand up for in a heartbeat. I'm not gonna turn my back on anyone simply because of their race. That was not their choice. Um, you know, my religion, we were taught not to judge. It's not up to us to be the judgment. We were supposed to accept everybody as they are, find the good in people, treat others as we wish to be treated, and allow God to be the judge and the jury. Let Him decide. But in the meantime, life is too short for so much hatred. Every time I get online or I check on the news, there's always um, some negativity, big and small. It seems like nowadays that no matter what you do, what you say, there's always going to be somebody who's going to criticize it, um, and it's going to get a little blown out of proportion. Which again, people are entitled to their opinion. However, um, there are more pertinent issues that we need to expend our energy and our mind and our love and passion towards, as opposed to how Walmart stacks their soda cans. Um, that's an argument that I saw several months ago, um, that I thought was a little ridiculous. I mean, there's some serious things going on in this world, um, and in America itself. Um, that's very difficult to think about, but it's stuff that we need to come together as people and take on head on. Like I said, we can elect whoever, but if we remain divided, it doesn't matter who we elect. It never will. Never has. We need to push aside race. Understand that, yes, there are race issues still in this world in general. Um, I know African Americans, they tend to get the worst of it, but Native Americans had it too. Still do. Still do. Muslims. That it's and it is hard. You never know the character of the person, but race is not the determining factor of the character. Um, you know, white people do bad stuff too. The only way you're gonna know is get to know the color of the inside. Um, I mean, it's tough, and I understand everybody's opinion. Um, and I know it's a lot. It's easier said than done. Um, but we can't keep going on like this. There's no way that we will continue to succeed at this rate. The road that this is taking. Um, I don't condone actions that have occurred um, on both sides of the argument. I respect everyone's stand for what they believe in, um, even if I disagree. But that's part of the resolve, is listening to the concerns, coming together, compromising, taking action, not jumping to conclusions, going to one extreme or the other, um, acting out in these repercussions that could be that are illegal, or they just are destructive. It's both ways. It works both ways. Um, Certainly not singling out anyone, any color, but I know we've all seen it. We've all seen it. Um, it's disheartening. It's disheartening because, like I said, I have many friends of color, and different races and ethnicities, that have all experienced it. Sexual orientation, all have experienced it. Um, but if those people who, um, oppressed my friends, just took the time and energy that they did to oppress them, and actually got to know them instead, then they would understand that there are a lot of great people, in this country, in this world, and we're judging the book by this cover in the majority of the cases. And don't get me wrong, as fragile as uh, the life balance is in this world right now is, I understand being cautious at times, but again, you can't be extreme in being cautious. And those people that don't understand being cautious, you have to understand that in instances, whether it be overseas or at your airport or um, out in the street, you have to be. There's a level of cautious that you have to have. You never know with everybody. With everybody. Just most recently, I mean, um, there have been several cops gunned down by white people. So, once again, you judge the book by the cover. Well, guard gets let down a little bit, and unfortunately, several lives have been lost, and it's disgraceful. It's upsetting. One thing we need to keep in mind is we can't let a few bad apples ruin um, a larger group of people, and that goes for everybody. Um, can't let a couple gays, a couple Muslims, a couple blacks, a couple whites, a couple cops. There are bad people in all walks of life, and we can't allow them to taint our perspective on everyone in those walks of life. We just can't. Um, just be cautious, be safe, but love each other, love your life, love your life. It's too short to be hateful and destructive, and too short for that. You never know when your final day, when your calling is going to be. And all you can do is live to the fullest. Be respectable to everyone. And you'll be taken care of from there. So, sorry for a little bit of a ramble. Like I said, no sleep makes me a dull man, but it's going to be a stressful day for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be upset one way or the other. But again, understand it doesn't matter who we elect. If we remain divided as a world, as a race, humankind, it won't matter who leads. So stay blessed, always smile, and hope you have a wonderful day.